15 years ago, when you drove through a neighborhood, what would you see? Children running around and playing outside. If you drove through the same neighborhood today, what would you see? Nothing. No children running outside and no children playing. Today I want to discuss with you the ever-growing rise in childhood obesity. As the years pass on, we see more children being categorized as obese and battling diseases that were once seen in adults. In fact, according to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, childhood obesity affects approximately 13.7 million children and adolescents. After today, we'll have an understanding of what childhood obesity is, the risk factors associated with childhood obesity, and what you could do to prevent it in your child or future child from encountering childhood obesity. First, we need to understand exactly what childhood obesity is and what factors contribute to this occurring. The Childhood Obesity Foundation defines childhood obesity as a medical condition that affects children and teenagers. Obesity is classified as a large amount of fat accumulating within the body that may lead to health issues. However, according to the CDC, the percentage of obese children and adolescents have tripled since 1970. The CDC shows data from 2015 to 2016. That states that every 1 in 5 children ages 6 to 19 are obese. Not all children who are larger are considered overweight or obese. Some children have large body frames and store fat differently. The Mayo Clinic suggests that to determine if your child is overweight or obese, you should calculate their body mass index. This is a set of guidelines that determines a child's appropriate weight based on their age and height. The Mayo Clinic states that there are many factors that increase a child's chance of becoming obese. These factors include low activity levels, consumption, and unhealthy fatty foods, family factors, and socioeconomic factors. Fast food, candy, and desserts are quick, easy foods for children to eat throughout the day. However, these foods are high in fat and sugar, and they lack essential nutrients that keep a child healthy. As far as family factors, children who come from a household of overweight individuals are more likely to become overweight themselves. Children tend to eat what their families eat. If individuals in the household consume unhealthy foods, then the child will consume these foods as well. Socioeconomic factors play a role, and they provide children with limited resources and access to healthy food options. Now that we have an understanding of what childhood obesity is, it is important to talk about the risk factors associated with this condition. The risk associated with childhood obesity are physical and emotional. The physical risks are seen in childhood obesity and development of diseases that were once commonly seen in adults. According to the Mayo Clinic, the disease children starting to develop include type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, sleep disorder, and asthma. The emotional risks with the childhood obesity are just as serious as the physical ones previously discussed. The Mayo Clinic states that emotional risks associated with childhood obesity are behavior issues, learning problems, and low self-esteem. The development of low self-esteem in children can lead to depression. Behavior and learning problems are common in children who are overweight due to typically having higher anxiety and poor social skills. Low self-esteem arises due to the children being bullied by other children. Small changes in the child's life can make a huge difference. This is especially true when discussing how we can prevent childhood obesity. The 3 ways to prevent childhood obesity is by incorporating healthy foods into your child's diet, ensuring that they get adequate exercise, and making sure they get enough sleep each night. It is important to limit the amount of sugary and fatty foods the child eats. In order to do this, the parent must regulate consumption of sweets and can limit eating out at fast food restaurants. Parents should also encourage their children to play outside more rather than watch TV. This can be done by limiting screen time to a certain number of hours during the day. Additionally, parents can find outdoor activities to play with their children and encourage a healthy lifestyle. Without enough sleep at night, all of the above steps are almost useless. Sleep encourages proper development in children, and it is essential in maintaining proper weight in children. Overall, childhood obesity in America is on the rise. By knowing what defines childhood obesity and the risk associated with it and how it can be prevented, we can stop an increase in childhood obesity. Children are in the future of this world. It's time to stop putting them at risk in becoming obese and developing lifelong issues. I hope now you have an understanding of childhood obesity, and I encourage you to be on the same part of the change.